Why hello there my fellow brothers, sisters, gamers, and anime lovers. Buster here again with a reaction video. This is a request a long time ago. I've lost it because, yeah, there were so many things going around left and right that I had to freaking just go back and reread some stuff about my subs and viewers who are requesting some stuff, and yeah, this one came to mind, and I wanted some other things to react to. Otherwise, constantly doing a certain series really does tire you out. So yeah, we are back here to Ackman. If you can take a guess what this video is, why is the day before such a scam? A game is a scam? Never heard of it before. Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. Games can be scammy, but let's see how bad this one is, because there's been a lot of talk during its time. This was a year ago, so this is the day before. And I wonder, why is it such a scam?
50,000 gamers used to be hyped for this game. Now
All
it's
right.
a ghost town.
Alright, Call of Duty
What's
reference.
up, everybody? This is the Act Man here, and over the years, we've seen games launch in pretty bad shape. We've watched studios wither and die, and on rare occasions, we've discovered
yeah,
that a new
I heard
game
about that.
is
I'm gonna
actually
go
a
watch
scam.
Fleek.
But never have we witnessed all three of these things happen at the same time.
Oh, so it's that bad. If you're hearing something in the background that's coming from outside this room, is not soundproof, and you might hear some people singing in the back because it's almost New Year. It's just a few more hours, and it's already 2025. Happy New Year, guys! This is a surprise video for you. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Oh boy, this is content. For a long time, I thought this
What?
was the biggest train wreck I had ever seen. You call
Oh.
that a train wreck? This is a train wreck.
Ouch! It's a Titan!
What is this? What in the world? What is
Oh
that?
my gosh.
What is? Yo, what the hell is that?
No, this is
Ladies
a
and gentlemen,
bug.
please strap yourselves in, because this ride is not for the faint of heart.
And I thought
day
the
before just might
color
be the
glitch
most
in
disastrous, high-profile
Vanguard
video
was
game
bad.
release of all time.
Just
Bro,
now.
you thought Forspoken was cringe?
I just move shit.
Oh no, please. Don't remind me. Games 3 shuts down just days after launching anticipate the day before. So, in the day after, it shut down. Wow, talk about a certain game that got shut down in just 2 weeks.
Game release of all time. Bro, you thought Forspoken was cringe?
I just move shit with my mind.
That is Shakespearean poetry. You think Redfall was ass? Nah. S tier now. Gollum game? Officially goated. Rise of
Oh
Kong?
my gosh, no.
A masterpiece. As bad as all these games were, they were mere mini-bosses compared to the massive heaping pile of shit that is the day before. It's an unfortunately named video game by the ironically named Fantastic Studios.
Sorry to disagree with you. Just because this is a piece of shit doesn't change the fact that the others are also pieces of shit. Just because it's worse doesn't forgive the garbage the other ones are doing. Simple enough. Gollum was S tier. You gotta be high off your freaking supply to think that's something excusable. I would love a freaking Lord of the Rings games about Aragorn and how his days in exile was. Like, let's get a Lord of the Rings game in the life of Aragorn running away from the Nazgul because he is the last remaining king of the north, being hunted by the Witch King of Angmar and his own group of kings trying to wipe out the line of Isildur, and trying to be like, do you know Ghost Recon Breakpoint? That would be a cool concept for Aragorn. Like, making medicine, like Athelas, trying to heal poison, mending your wounds, repairing a bowstring, crafting arrows, and making arrowheads. That would be a good crafting side. And the camping, like hiding out in the woods, creating a camp there, and then moving when someone was getting too close to you. Just like that. It would be a great MMORPG as Aragorn, the last king of Gondor.
Who did a fantastic job of fucking up for our entertainment. For those of you out of the loop, The Day Before was promoted as an open-world MMO.
Yeah, just like
zombies
that.
game,
Lord of the
which is an
Rings
interesting
open-world
premise.
MMO.
And although parts of the trailers seem to have promise, the marketing was fishier than your mom's vagina. Turns out they didn't make the game they advertised.
Good thing you cut that off.
It's a shitty extraction shooter instead. What? Essentially, Fantastic Studios did a not so fantastic job of trying to scam potentially
Alright,
millions
they're
of dollars
starting.
from the gaming
They're
community.
starting.
Luckily, The Day Before has been removed from the Steam store and is no longer available
Oh,
for purchase.
that's good.
And anyone who bought
Save
it
people the
should
money.
be able to get a full refund no matter how much time they played, which I can't imagine would be more than like 15 seconds. I think they attempted to scam people because Valve holds on to the revenue for the first month and they pay out on the 30th of the next month.
Oh.
And it seems good old trusty Gaben sniffed this rug pull out pretty quickly. Now, if only he could release Team Fortress 3. But how did this happen? How could the most
I
wish-listed
stopped
game on
dreaming of
Steam
that.
turn out to be the most
Remind
blatant
me.
fucking scam ever? Well, what I have found will shock you. Now, I don't know how organized I'm going to make this video. It might just be a stream of random hilarious facts and tidbits about the game and its development. I honestly
Okay.
don't know where to start. Here's a fun fact. According to Ryan McCaffrey, this is the first time in over a decade that IGN has reviewed a game and given it the score 1 out of 10.
Finally, they did something
I love
right.
that IGN review.
It's a miracle.
Editor's note. Faster than we
but
could
it's still
publish our
IGN.
early access review, the developer announced it was shutting down and the day before was removed from sale.
Yeah, the day after.
Faster than we could publish our early access review. Holy shit.
Wow.
I have never seen a studio speedrun its downfall like this. You know when a highly
Yeah.
anticipated game launches in a clearly unfinished state, or a new release is filled with predatory microtransactions.
Sorry,
and,
guys,
do the whole
forgive me.
modern gaming
It is getting
bit.
to be New
Well,
Year.
This is different.
Happy
The Day Before
2025.
isn't a symptom of shitty trends in modern gaming. This is modern scamming. When games release unfinished and broken, it sucks.
This
ass,
needs to be
But what normally
a standard
happens after
that we have to
Well,
detect
we hear the same
before
kind of
something
thing from
bad
developers.
happens.
We're working on it. Believe in us. We're listening to your feedback. We're gonna fix this. Thank you for your patience.
Super Shocker Brett.
And then what
Master,
do?
thank
We
you
all add another
for
apology
subscribing.
post to the collage, and we've seen this with multiple Battlefield games,
True.
Cyberpunk, No Man's Sky, Halo Infinite, Halo
Okay,
MCC.
yup.
I'd
Sorry,
say in
I
99%
apologize.
of
We're
bad
sorry.
video game launches, the
Sorry.
developers try to fix it. There is an attempt. What they never do is fucking give up after 4 days. 4 days
Four?
after launch.
Wow.
They shut the studio down. Why even release the day before?
4
What is the
days?
point of any of this? If your goal is to scam people, why not take a tip from Todd Howard? Tell them sweet little lies. Let them believe you're gonna fix this until the 30th of next month. Get the payout
What a load
and
of
then
ass.
just dip out. This game is so bad. It doesn't even function as a proper scam. You couldn't even scam people right, dude. What are you doing with your life? The writing was on the wall though. If you go back to some of these old trailers, even back then, 2 years ago, people were calling this game out. This game has a 0% chance of being anything like this. I just want you guys to watch parts of this trailer and see how, like, unnatural and weird it is. This is the announcement trailer posted January 29th, 2021.
Running out of fuel.
Great, man. Awesome.
We'll look around here, I guess.
Already you can tell that this is not how people talk in actual
Yeah.
comms. I hate it when presentations do this. They make it feel so artificial and fake.
Yeah.
Shall we split up?
Yep.
Yep.
I'll find out what's in the skyscraper.
Okay, and I'll look around here.
This is how people talk. This is how people
No, that's not how people talk. Hey, we're running out of gas. Must be supplies somewhere nearby. Let's scrounge up the entire area. Just make sure that if anything bad happens, you know the signal. Copy that. Where are you gonna check? Over there by the skyscraper. How about you? Just around here. If anything happens, you'll know. Just meet here by 5 minutes. That's how we
talking
usually do
multiplayer
convo.
co-op games.
All right, all right, all right. I have found a great cowboy hat. Tell her everything's all right. And there aren't any more guns in the valley.
Easy, cowboy.
Oh dear God. Okay.
Now
In the
that's
survival
cringe.
colony, you can sell and buy many items as well as cooperate
Freaking
with
hell!
other players.
It's sporadic.
The voiceover, I'm pretty sure, by the way, that they
This is
use
gonna get
AI
worse in a
to
few
generate
hours.
The
Believe
voices
me.
in all of the trailers and in all of the game. There's like this unnatural monotone delivery on everything that betrays the tone. And I'll show you some examples of that.
The things are about to get heated.
The things are about to get heated.
And I thought
this
my
out.
grammar
That's
was
actually what
bad.
he says. He doesn't say but things.
This makes me
Look,
feel a whole lot better.
I checked this with the subtitles.
The things are about to get heated.
The things are about to get
Things are
heated.
about to get heated.
Jesus Christ. You want to see something funny? Check this out.
Get ready for the best survival experience.
Get ready for the best survival experience of the year. Studio shuts down 4 days later.
The Day Before offers a uniquely reimagined journey into post-apocalyptic MMO.
Did you hear that? Did you listen to how she says the word journey? She like slurs the word. And this is the kind of stuff. These are like artifacts in the audio that lead me to believe this is AI generated.
The uniquely reimagined journey.
Reimagined journey. If you're a professional voice actor, like doing voiceover for a production that is supposed to be decently big, you don't fuck up on something like that. You don't fuck up like that.
The Day Before offers a uniquely reimagined journey into post-apocalyptic MMO
Journey.
open world survival.
It's like
I
you're
also
getting a
like how
hernia
this
or
is
something.
like
Are you lifting something?
Post-apocalyptic setting, and you have this like upbeat techno music going on with this lighthearted female voice. Again, it's like the tone does not match up with the setting. It's
With the theme.
just everything about this is unsettling to me.
Select a personality.
It should be
choose
grim
a gender, and customize.
And not
hear that?
excited.
Choose a
There's
gender.
nothing to be excited about. It's
I know
the end
I'm
of the
getting hung
world.
up on this AI voice stuff, but it's so unnatural. I'm pretty sure they cut corners and just used AI for all the characters because everyone sounds flat and monotone. The point is that these trailers did not depict something that felt real or like an actual video game. With hindsight, knowing that this was a scam, it's funny to look back at this. I also want to talk about the developers' responses because those are fucking hilarious, but I thought it'd be funny to point out the obvious similarities between the branding of The Day Before and The Last of Us. I mean, it's just
looks
a
the
straight
same.
up... Wait a minute.
It's like a text
Day
generator
Before
of
The Last
some
of
stuff.
Us. That's what they're gonna call the next scam. The Day Before The Last of Us. Oh my god. Oh my god, I've cracked the code! Also, apparently that... Yo! Someone get H-Bomber guy. Plagiarism. Plagiarism right here. Look at this. Yes, they copied the cinematography of the Black Ops Cold War trailer. This is just the tip of the iceberg
Oh
of things that
no,
were
that's
stolen,
just
copied, or
more.
plagiarized
That
to
just
make
makes
this
worse. Oh gosh,
game.
that's
Also, side note,
worse.
this is what their
That
Discord
just made
server is like
everything
right
just
now.
worse. Basically, a copy pasta. What the hell is going? What the hell?
I think that's enough of that. So knowing what we know, let's go look at the developer responses and work our way down because that's where things get very strange. Which, by the way, the studio behind this game deleted all the videos on their channel. That's bizarre. That's interesting. Also, the
Suspicious.
CEO of the company
Well, that's
purged
sus.
all of his social media accounts.
That's
a good
even
sign.
more
It's
sus.
also a good sign when they're rebranding their
Eject
older games
him!
to
You got an
a
imposter.
different studio
A
name.
game
Not
imposter.
suspicious at all. Not suspicious at all. But the real gold is on the Fantastic Twitter. So this is their official statement. 27 million views. Today we
27
announced the
million?
closure of Fantastic Studio. Unfortunately, the Day Before has failed financially. And we lack the funds to continue. What do you mean it failed? It's been 4 days. You haven't even gotten paid yet. Imagine a YouTuber opens up like a merch shop and then 4 days later he's like, nah, we gotta shut this down. We didn't sell enough t-shirts, guys. 4 days, yeah, that's enough time.
T-shirts.
Shut her down. All income received is being used to pay off debts to our partners.
Oh.
It's weird how they've mentioned money 3 times in like 2 sentences. Who are your partners, bro? We invested all our efforts, resources, and man hours into the development of The Day Before, which was our first huge game. You didn't have shit for resources, bro. Also, fun fact, they say man hours and resources. They were using a volunteer developer force.
Unpaid?
Have you ever heard of such a thing? What is this,
Oh
the
my
coal
freaking-
mines?
it's like the
Volunteer
joke
developers? But unfortunately, we don't
we
have
call
the
them
funding
slaves.
to continue the work. What work? You didn't do anything.
What was that?
You didn't do
Vegeta.
anything.
All right.
You released like one
Unpaid
hotfix
intern.
and then like
Or
tabbed out.
interns.
It's important
I don't
to note
remember
that we
the
didn't
joke.
take any money from the public during the development of The Day Before. I like how they have to specify this. They seem ultra concerned about money for some suspicious reason. I wonder why. Brain blast. It's because this was a scam. We did everything within our power, but unfortunately we miscalculated our capabilities. Creating
what, you're
games
looking
is
for
an incredibly
sympathy?
challenging endeavor. Again, all these statements are super fucking funny with the power of hindsight. They also say they took 5 years to develop this game. The fun thing about that is there is this Reddit post by Epic Story 1989, shout out to him for compiling this, that catalogs all of the assets this game purchased from the Unreal Engine store.
What?
Look at that. Right down to the, look at this, the inventory system. They didn't make this, they just purchased an asset. This game is an asset flip. Now, what that means is developers
made
can buy
nothing.
things like this to speed up development of their games. Usually with independent studios, it's more of a thing, I believe.
Okay.
But it helps so that they don't have to create it themselves. Now, for some parts of the game, that's totally fine to do. But to do it to this degree is just
Everything.
insane. The fucking city, the city the game is set in, is a purchased asset. They didn't make that. I don't think they made anything in this game. So what
Whoa.
they did was they bought all these assets and then they just threw it in a blender and they pushed it out there while making fake
That's
trailers
not how
to
you make
promote
a game.
different looking game entirely. So it's incredibly funny.
Hey, this is an insult. This is an absolute insult compared to Lethal Company, which made such a world, and it was made by one person. I don't know what assets he used, but he is a freaking god tier programmer. If he did everything, model maker, and freaking mechanics, every freaking thing. Even the setting, the concept. I don't know where he got the ideas for the monsters, but it's also amazing that he did everything by himself. This is an insult. Throw everything in a blender and just push it out. Yeah, tell that Lethal Company made by one person. Sounds like you're in a war zone.
When the company talks about how much effort, blood,
Watch
sweat,
out,
and
looter.
tears they put into this. When I don't know what the fuck they actually made. If you're curious to check out this post, I will link it in the description. And they also had issues with the trademark of The Day Before. Filing January 7th, 2022, status, application remains suspended. So I could be wrong, but it sounds like they didn't even have the actual trademark to this game.
Oh.
The rabbit hole is fucking insane. Here's a
Wow,
post
it just
from
keeps
the
on getting
CEO,
worse.
Edward Gotovstev.
Are we
which
sure
shows
we're not talking about
200,000
freaking
sales
Fallout
in just a
76?
few short days.
I heard that was a hot
91,000
mess.
of those refunded, and that they have a contract with the servers for $1
Check out
million
Internet
a
Historian.
year. So they are burning money. Well deserved. So
Yup.
people were obviously curious and looking for an explanation as to how this could happen. Luckily, Fantastic responded to some people on Twitter. Unbelievable that you guys hyped this game up so much, and this is the end result. You are an absolute disgrace to the video game industry.
True.
This was our first big experience. Shit happens. Shit happens. Are you kidding me? It's like a fucking, this is like highbrow satire parody, I think, of the most incompetent video game studio that has ever graced the planet.
Yeah.
Imagine if CD Projekt Red, like 4 days after Cyberpunk came out, was just like, this was a much bigger game than we've tried to make. Shit happens.
Oh my freaking gosh, they're
Where's the
playing
PR
Gangsta's
department?
Paradise. I
Where's
hope
the
I don't
PR
get
department, bro?
copywritten.
Was that made up of volunteers too? Sell what? Other people's work? It's 98% assets from the UE store. You flip the numbers, you can check. This is entirely our work. So now they're just lying. Community notes, which leads to this Reddit page I showed. Look at this. December 7th. This is 4 days ago. After 5 years of blood, sweat, and tears, we can finally say these words. The day before is out now. They had to have known that they were going to shut the studio down and that this was going to be a complete disaster.
A few moments later.
Sorry about that. It's getting more chaotic here. That's what New Year celebrations gets for you, especially living in the community. This is as freaking congested as this. There's house back side by side for us, so we got multiple families living here. And believe me, karaoke and fireworks is the least of my worries.
So with the power of Captain Hindsight, seeing this shit is fucking hilarious. This is where it gets weird. December 4th, okay? We're going down the rabbit hole. To our future player who will dive into the game on December 7th.
If there are any players at all.
Player is singular, as if they expect one person to buy it. We made this for you so that you will enjoy the game.
Repeat, to our future player, not players. To our future player, as in, well, I'm sorry to say, there could be one sap who will fall for this. So
who will dive into the game on December 7th. I like how player is singular, as if they expect one person to buy it. We made this for you so that you will enjoy the game and it becomes a celebration.
For you,
Again,
not
very
you all.
weird phrasing. Together we will continue improving the game and adding content.
Looks like there's been a change of plans.
To a person who didn't believe in us, to the one person who was following this game. I like how they also specify, please don't accuse us of scamming. That's not true. We didn't take a penny from anybody. By the way, this game was $50. Early access, $50. Please don't accuse us of asset flip. That's not true also. Our team worked night and day for 5 years to make our dream game a reality.
That is strangely specific.
We're incredibly happy that our game will finally see the light of day for everyone to experience.
Let me rewind. I just can't get over this.
For 5 years to make our dream game a reality. We're incredibly happy that our game will finally see the light of day for everyone to experience. It's so funny knowing that the game shut down a week after this was typed up and posted. To our supporter, the one again singular. Thank you for protecting us from injustice and fakes. To a future streamer showing the game, we wish you many views and new subscribers. Shouldn't it be many view and new subscriber? We hope all the secrecy of the day before will help you make a ton of interesting content from the game. Oh, we're making content on this game.
Yup.
Oh yeah,
for a different reason.
Like this was also made with AI. We look forward to sharing the best days ahead with you. Now, one of the reasons I think this game actually generated so much buzz is because of the secrecy behind it. It showed a relatively interesting concept, but kept most of the details behind closed doors. If it turned out the day before was like a fucking revolutionary, awesome game, this would have been a pretty cool marketing strategy that probably would have paid off. Of course, now we know the real reason is because they didn't have a fucking game to promote. You know what's really funny is this video. Oh, that's right. So this was posted 12 days ago. The day before arrives in New York.
The day before
they're purchasing billboard space in Times Square, but they don't have funds to continue developing this? They also posted a global launch time. They should have posted a global shutdown time as well. It gets stranger though. On November 1st, we're happy to declare that we won back our name the day before in the Intellectual Property Tribunal. As I showed you, they didn't. At least I think they didn't. We dedicate this victory to all our future players. It's all for them. We didn't take a penny from people, accepted no pre-orders, and didn't harm anyone. Whoa, buddy. Take it easy there. What have you ever heard a game studio be like, we didn't harm anybody? It's okay, we didn't hurt anybody. I didn't ask. Why are you getting so defensive? We aim to be an example to everyone, showing that the impossible is possible. Never give up. It will be early access on Steam since this is our first huge game and there may be unforeseen circumstances. Now that is A+ foreshadowing.
Yeah,
Also, this
foreshadowing.
was the first of like 5 or 6 delays the game had, which is not a good sign, especially when you're not showing people gameplay or something to whet their appetite. It's also kind of a red flag if you're posting promotional material for something that you don't own the full trademark to. We'll fight. Power is in the truth. These fucking posts, dude. Here's one from
What is
February
this,
7th.
motivational
We all
memes?
live in a time of disinformation and lack of fact-checking. You don't say.
Yup.
Anyone can say anything for views, and everyone will believe it. Disinformation needs to be dealt with, as it can harm not only us, but also other indie and small medium studios. After the release of the day before, we'll think about how to help novice developers deal with fakes and allocate resources for this.
Are you
They
talking
did
about
help
yourself?
novice developers deal with fakes by exposing themselves.
Yup.
But it's
The
pretty
irony
clear, you know, how
is
often they
peak.
talk about, you know, trademark disputes, and we didn't harm anybody, and we didn't take money from people, we didn't, you know, do
It wasn't me.
Kickstarters.
I didn't
we
shag
don't
this
have the funds
person.
to continue. All this talk about money and not enough about just what the fucking game is going to be. If you check Steam charts, you will be thrilled to know
How to
that there was
defend
an
yourself,
all-time peak
101.
of 30,000. 271 people are playing it now. Also, I watched an Angry Joe video, and he goes on Twitch, and at one point this game had 400,000 viewers.
What?
No!
400,000 people, at least, wanted to know what the fuck this game was. So in conclusion, 2023 has been an incredible year for gaming.
And
Overall,
2024
the amount
is also a
of awesome
roller
games that have
coaster.
come out has made
Next
my
is
backlog
2025.
fucking massive. On the flip side, we've also gotten to see games so fucking bad that content making fun of them is also entertaining. This is one of the craziest fucking things I've ever
Whoop-de-doo.
seen in 20 plus years of being invested in video games and the game
Yup.
industry. I don't know if we will ever see a high profile video game launch like this go so disastrously wrong. It's fucking hilarious.
Yup.
So yeah, that is the scam before. This has
The
been a
scam
nice
before.
weekly dose of
And
tragedy
the
that I can
scam
watch from
after.
afar and feel better about my own life, because it's not as terrible as whatever the fuck this is. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe to the day before, man, for more awesome content. All right, everyone, that's all I got for today. This is the Scam Man signing out. Peace.
Well, that's it for this. That was just a hilariously bad game, and freaking, it's basically a bootleg version of another game. It's like copy pasting everything and jamming it into one place and thinking it feels like I was playing PUBG with the inventory system, looking at it. And you're trying to be survivalist world. Like, there's a game like that. It's called DayZ. This is sad. This is just sad. I don't know the other requests someone asked me for another Actman video, but this is one of them, and I finally got to it. I'm sorry it took me so long. I had so many videos to just go through and burn through throughout the entire year, and it was a busy and hectic year, especially when May, I worked for 6 months of editing these reactions on a PC without a graphics card, basically. If you didn't know or wasn't aware, my old graphics card got fried during the heat wave on May 2024. And thanks to everyone, the Bash, look at that, the Bash 40551 was able to give me this. I was able to replace my freaking and funnily enough, when I bought this video card, it was the last one in stock. Thank you and praise the Lord. I got my wish, and I was wishing for it for Christmas. And thank you, this was the best Christmas gift you could give. Well, Happy New Year, guys. Hope you guys are doing well, sticking with family, and enjoying the celebrations. It's gonna be loud here in a few more hours. 8:29 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. It's gonna be 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours, I guess. Or 3.5 hours more, and it's gonna be fireworks left to right. Oh boy. And there's a few minutes ago they were playing Gangsta's Paradise, which is, I think I might be hit with a copyright claim soon. So yeah, future editing me, I don't know what you're gonna do, but do your best to get this video up. All right. If you want more Ackman, just leave a comment down below, like the video, subscribe if you really want. It's really up to you. And join me in 2025 for more nonsense, alright? Hope you guys enjoy, and I hope for a better 2025 after this. Again! A crap ton of 2024. Bunch of garbage games and a bunch of good games, alright? Well, I got Space Marine 2, and I might be streaming that, and Helldivers 2 is finally back to speed, and finally back from the grave after a few months of utter garbage. It's a redemption arc for them, but it's still a surprise what comes next. And Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and I hope for more nonsense from the three idiots. And Lythero, if you're back to DBFZ, I would like to see more nonsense mods like what you did in the lobby shenanigans. I really enjoyed those. Alright, I'll see you guys on the next video. Be there or be square. Happy 2025.